Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadosh. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to my Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this hard captivity. This is Brother Kawako coming at you with another lesson. First off, Exodus chapter 20, verse 3, thou shalt have no other God before me. Alright, and this, this lesson comes in. Is inspired, Slakia, from many different calamities, okay, if you want to call them that has happened to people. And it reminded me of which I laugh at this, by the way. It reminded me of the whole earthquakes in Haiti, all right, because the thing was that you have today you have people, or you have people that are claiming, I'll say keyword claiming, to be Levites, but then they are like some of the most wicked out of anyone you can freaking you can even see. All right, and I think it's very funny. It's a very beautiful form of irony to me, and it also goes to show the humor that Yahawadah does have. Okay, and you have these quote unquote Levites. All right, people claim to be Levites, whether they are actual Levites or not, that doesn't really matter. But you have some of them are actually Levites, but you have these people that are Levites that hold claim to that, and thinking that they are like holier than thou. They have such authority or whatever to say and do whatever they want. And I think it's a very funny thing where they go against the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay, so this is a very funny thing. And also as with what I was told, all right, by a Levite themselves, that the Levites, what happened with the Levites was during the whole colonization period of the islands, the Levites were actually able to fight back against their colonizers. And in addition to that, there's some, I don't know what tower or some place or whatever the fuck that has a whole bunch of like bones or corpses or something like that of dead Edomites. But at the same time, the thing about Haiti is that though that place is still filled with a lot of wicked ass demons, simply because they are not following Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, and they've turned to voodoo. And I've heard lots of different they have lots of different rituals that they still practice today, and which is why, once again, when I was younger, I was told never let a Haitian person, okay, more specifically a Haitian. So obviously this is different if someone is in this truth, but this is where let me actually get that first. This is where you try the spirit and see if they are of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay, 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. All right, so there are many people that are going to pretend to be, oh yeah, I'm all about this, but in actuality they're not. And what I was told when I was younger was never let a Haitian stand behind you. All right, and that's because they are always trying to do some voodoo crap and whatnot. And that's something that I hold to Slakia, to never letting that happen. Okay, obviously there are some Levites that I actually know that I can trust, but outside of them in general, like unless I know that they are doing the work, I never let any Israelite or not Israelite specifically, Haitian get behind me, or to the best of my ability. Anyways, continuing on, Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 14, ye shall not go after other gods or the gods of the people which are round about you. All right, so this is the thing, even when you are around or surrounded by people that serve another god, and you're the only person that follows after Yahawadah, that's not free reign for you to go and be a freaking devil. Okay, you have to stay true to what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to fall under peer pressure, and this is a perfect example of basically not conforming to peer pressure. But you have so many Israelites in general that are so desperate for validation from other people that they do fall down to peer pressure. And that is one of the things with this whole voodoo shit, which is why the Haitians, they had to suffer from that freaking earthquake. The Lord sent that earthquake to them, all right, simply because they've had years of being wicked. They have had years of going against Yahawadah, all right. And when it just got too much, then okay, so now they lost their homes. They're over here trying to find refuge from what's that place called, from America, and then as a result they were sent back. They freaking had slave catchers on horses trying to round them up and shit and stuff like that. All right, so as a result of that, that's when you know that the Lord is not dealing with you. All right, you have this stuff happening as a direct result of their wickedness, following after demonic practices. All right. Now, 2 Kings chapter 18 verse 35. Who are they among all the gods of the countries they have delivered their country? Who are they among all the gods of the countries that have delivered their country out of mine hand, that the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of mine hand? And this was when this was one of the I forgot which captivity it was, but it was this one king that had the Israelites in captivity, and he was basically saying, well, this I managed to defeat all these other nations, all right, and their gods didn't save them, so what makes you think that your God's going to save you? All right, and it's that same thing where the Lord is that same thing where he's trying to say that Yahawadah is not going to save you just because I have a track record of always defeating all these other nations that trusted in their God to protect them. All right. So as a result of that, that's where you have this false sense of what's the word? You have this heathen who has a false sense of security, thinking that it's all good, and it's all good. I'm gonna do just like I did to these other gods. And the thing is that all these other gods have no power. Only Yahawadah has power, and only Yahawadah has absolute power to destroy any and all heathen or people or man. All right, so continuing on, this is basically the same thing. I don't really need to say it, but yeah, basically the same thing. 2 Chronicles 34:14, same thing. Isaiah chapter 30 from the top. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. All right, so this is what happened. All right, you have these people. Obviously, it's not Egypt specifically, but it's the same concept, where the people that choose to follow after any god that is in their vicinity, all right, just because other people are following it, okay, just because it is a part of the thing, they want to follow it, they want to believe in it, they want to seek guidance from it or whatever, and then as a result of that, this is where it's going to, that believing into these other gods, that's going to be their confusion. All right, that's going to be their that's where they're going to be confounded, because no one, as a matter of fact, let me get that dude, Bear with me one moment. Sirach chapter 2 verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? All right, and that this was what happened. No one that trusted in Yahawadah was confounded or was made to doubt anything, because at the end of the day, our faith and trust in Yahawadah got us through all hardships. But on the other side of things, for these demons, like the biggest example, the biggest and easiest example to make reference to are the Haitians, because this is the most recent, as well as, you know, just the best example where they had their own a little country and whatnot, and the Lord straight up destroyed it, made them all homeless, and made them all try to go to America, and then the Lord just made them again like suffer all that affliction as a result of the accumulation. Okay, because that's how the Lord works. The Lord is long suffering. The Lord is long suffering. Is going to make you suffer for not just one or two things which you did wrong, but if you are wicked, but the accumulation of all the wickedness that you continuously do. All right, which is what they got with with Haiti, where it was just one bad thing after another, where they had one bad thing of the earthquakes, then they lost their homes, then they went to America, then they got treated like freaking slaves in America by those slave catchers, and then they got sent back home and to just figure out all that stuff by themselves. All right, so then they did not make it through that. They're still suffering. Like all of these countries, you know, nothing is good, nothing is going well for them. All right. Now Judges chapter 10 verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And this is the biggest key thing, where you have these degenerate ass demons. All right. This one is in general, but it's still same thing. Also, what's his name? I think Bishop Nathaniel did this as well. From what I heard, I'm not gonna say definitively, but I heard that's what he did. He was sick, and he thought he was gonna die, but then he called on the name of the Lord, asking for mercy, and then he got better. So he's better now, yes. But you know, this was the thing that, you know, you got people doing, where people they don't want to call on Yahawadah. They know, but they know of Yahawadah. They know the names, they know who the Lord is exactly, but they want to trust all throughout the okay times, the good times, and whatever. They're going to what's the word? They're going to call on names, on other gods. They're going to rely on wickedness, on evil, and then when they get into the really bad times where they actually need immediate help, that's when they're gonna say, "Oh, Yahawadah, help me, deliver me, blah blah blah, this, that, and third." All right, this is that I forgot what it's called, but this is that bull crap freaking fake spirit, where even an atheist, when they are in trouble, or if they're like, I think it was the metaphor was like or the anecdote was not anecdote. I forgot the term, but when they are in trouble, even atheists call on God for help. All right, and then they get delivered, and then they become, oh, I'm a born again Christian again. I was an atheist, this, that, and the third. All right, this is the slakia. This is the same type of spirit that you have these niggards do. All right, where they like playing the game of, oh, I'm gonna do this other thing, I'm gonna follow after these other gods. I don't care about following Yahawadah. I want to do what I want to do, following after their own lusts. And then when it's time for actual trouble, when things start getting real, okay, like say for example, Jacob's trouble. When Jacob's trouble hit, that's when they want to call on the name of the Lord. But you know, that's sucky. But that's the thing, because you choose if you have the knowledge ahead of time, and you willingly choose to follow and ask for help from other gods and stuff like that, then that's when you are in your time of trouble, when you're in your time of peril, that's when the Lord Yahweh is going to basically say this, Judges 10:14, go and cry unto the other gods which you have chosen. You chose to serve these other gods. So Yahweh Bashmi Shai is not going to hear you. He's not going to listen to you. All right, and even then, for us in this truth, let me show you what he said. Oh, fuck, let me get this thing. Jeremiah 7 verse 16, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither let them cry, nor pray for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Okay, and what intercession means. Intercession is basically like the action of intervening on behalf of another. So basically saying for another, oh, Yahweh, I know this person is being stupid or they're being rebellious, but please have mercy on. No, the Lord does not play that game. If someone knows and they are willingly being a devil, they're willingly being evil, and they still choose that way of life, and they don't want to heed on to proper instruction, and then that's just their lot, and the Lord's going to destroy them as a result of it. And there's nothing that you can do, anyone can do. You're not responsible for anyone else's salvation. It's strictly up to the Lord, and whether that person is being a devil or not. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakak, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and Baba Ball, and Shalom.